I'm going to teach you how you can become a better conversationalist, connect more deeply in your relationships, and maybe even influence others, all while staying authentic. Whether you're navigating the dating world or strengthening your bond with a partner, these tips are practical, engaging, and surprisingly fun to implement. So let's get started. Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Elen, clinical psychologist and relationships expert. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of supercommunication. Inspired by the insights of Charles Duhigg's book, Supercommunicators. Supercommunicators aren't necessarily the loudest or most charismatic people in the room. Instead, they excel at making others feel understood and valued. According to Duhigg, these individuals share some key traits. They ask thoughtful questions, they share their own experiences in a way that invites connection, they pay close attention to both verbal and nonverbal cues, and what sets them apart is their ability to create what's called neural entrainment. When two people are truly in sync, their brain activity, eye dilation, and even heart rates can align. And this magical state fosters trust, understanding, and a deeper connection, ideal for dating and relationships. So, here are some tips on how to be an amazing super communicator. Tip 1: mirror their wants and needs. One of the simplest ways to connect with someone is by mirroring their interests and emotions. This isn't about parroting what they say, it's about showing that you're tuned into their feelings and priorities. For example, if someone you're dating mentions they've started a new hobby like pottery, show curiosity. You might say, "That sounds so creative. What inspired you to try it?" Or, "What is it that you love about pottery?" And this validates their experience and encourages them to share more. Mirroring can also happen non-verbally. If they're relaxed and calm, match their tone. If they're excited, let your enthusiasm show too. The key is to reflect, not mimic, so the interaction feels natural. Tip 2: ask the right questions. Super communicators ask questions a lot, but the magic lies in asking the right kinds of questions. For example, if you're on a date, move beyond surface level topics like what you do for work. Instead, ask, "What's something you've always wanted to try but haven't yet?" Or, "What's been the highlight of your week so far?" These open ended questions spark deeper conversations and help you understand what makes the other person tick. And if you're in a relationship, check in emotionally. Instead of assuming you know what your partner needs, ask, "How are you feeling about everything lately?" Or, "What can I do to make you feel more supported right now?" Thoughtful questions show care and invite honesty. Tip 3: use laughter to build bonds. Did you know that laughter isn't always about humour? Studies show that most laughter follows banal or ordinary remarks, not jokes. Super communicators use laughter as a tool to create ease and connection. For instance, if a date recounts a minor mishap like spilling coffee on themselves at work, laugh with them to show empathy and lighten the mood. Sharing a laugh helps to build rapport and creates a sense of shared joy. In long-term relationships, laughter can diffuse tension. If you're discussing something stressful, finding a light-hearted moment to share, like an inside joke, can make the conversation feel less heavy and bring you closer. Tip 4: pay attention to nonverbal cues. Communication isn't just about words, it's also about what's unsaid. Super communicators are expert at reading nonverbal cues like body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. For example, if you notice that your partner is crossing their arms or avoiding eye contact during a discussion, pause and ask, "Are you feeling okay? You seem a bit distant." Addressing non-verbal signals shows that you're attuned to their emotions and care about their well-being. This is definitely a tip that I use in therapy. Tip 5. Tailor your conversations. Duhigg emphasizes the importance of understanding what type of conversation the other person needs. He groups interactions into 3 categories. What's this really about? Goal-driven conversations focused on problem solving. How do we feel? Emotional check-ins where feelings take center stage. Who are we? Light-hearted chats that establish shared interest and identities. If your partner seems upset, ask, do you want to talk about how you're feeling, or would it help to focus on what we can do next? This simple question clarifies their needs and ensures you're on the same page. Tip 6. Repeat and validate. Another key technique is looping for understanding. This means repeating what the other person has said to confirm you're on the same wavelength. For example, if your partner says, I feel like I'm always the one making plans, you might respond, so you're feeling a bit overwhelmed with taking the lead. Does that sound right? This shows that you're actively listening and encourages them to share more. So, in conclusion, becoming a super communicator isn't about being perfect or dazzling. It's about being present, empathetic, and intentional. Whether you're navigating the early stages of dating or deepening a long-term relationship, these skills can transform how you connect with others. Thank you for joining me on Intimacy Insights today. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which super communication tip are you excited to try. Until next time, remember, great communication isn't about what you say, it's about how you make others feel.